Hello, John.
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
Hi.
What you boys do last night?
Oh, the America's Cup, the Team New Zealand won pretty handily. They had a faster boat at the end of the day, but for Italy, they won 3-3, and then they came so close to winning those first three of those first six races that they lost. But then I think the New Zealanders learned, how to play the game against that boat that had one or two little advantages, and sort of mediated the risk of being close to windward off the starting line, that sort of thing, and they won pretty handily. They had probably, well, what would it be, 3% performance advantage, which is considerable. What the
Oh
Italian
yeah.
what
How
the
long is the race?
It's about 10 miles.
Chin-Chin's up on alternate.
Alternate work today.
Yep.
Good. All right.
By the way, note the tow altitude release,
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. What is it?
700 meters
Above the ground, AGL, or is that minus?
above the airport.
Uh-huh. Okay.
But I did it offline. The
Mm-hmm.
dang tow pilot takes you off into to the higher ground. It's the floor of the ground is getting higher, so you're only about 600 meters high,
Got it.
and there ain't no lift.
Oh, really?
This is yeah, you got to find lift off the mountain.
Okay.
So be
Mo-
advised. This may be a day we don't use water.
yeah, moderate and normal and 15-meter class. So if it's weak, do you want to use a Venice 3?
I'm thinking Diana,
Diana. Okay. Let's use a Diana.
Venice, as opposed to the Diana.
Well, I mean, the Diana's a good glider. The Venice 3 has more wing area. So, an equal wing loading at the top. So the Venice 3 is very good in weak lift. And in a low water situation where you're just trying to survive, it's better. The
Let's do the Venice.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's do that then.
Okay. And I'm going to go
I
back
agree.
on my
I didn't.
CG
I didn't.
just 2 centimeters because of how weak it is.
Yeah.
It's almost no wave, but some wave. Actually, I'm going to go back
Well,
3 centimeters.
I think when you look at the plan,
Mm-hmm.
um, I think it's designed to go on the second leg to go to the mountain and get into wave to make it home. It's going to be a wave shot across.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying.
That's what I think. I hope to get airborne and test that theory, but I never got up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I
Okay.
couldn't find it. Tried it twice.
Okay.
Uh, so we'll have to play with that.
So you landed out twice.
I quit and came, got another tow, but because I was doing it offline.
Okay.
Because there ain't much down low.
Got it.
But with more people, we might be able to find something.
Okay.
This may be a day we fly without water. That might be what's going on. It's designed to be force you to not to carry water.
Yeah, or to penalize somebody who stubbornly holds on.
By the way, there's a BZ's S in this deal.
Yeah, what's that?
I mean, it's just somebody. There's another BZ, but it's an BZS.
Oh, got it. So don't get confused. Got it.
And it's just. There's also BZ1. Beside, who is that? Oh, that's BZS. Yeah.
All right, in I come. Well, did you hear about the seniors yesterday?
Yeah, kid got hurt.
Is that a young guy?
He's a guy I didn't know. He had a handicap. He had a pilot value of 70. I don't know. I've never heard of him. Guy named Johnson.
Do you know his?
So,
do you know his age?
I do not. He could be. I don't know whether he is just a new guy to the seniors, or if he was. I don't think he was a guest. So my guess is he's in his 50s.
Yeah.
Late 50s. Normally, the only guests are young people.
Right.
Juniors or something of that sort.
Yep.
But he's a guy I never heard of. So I don't know anything about him.
Do you know? I know you just said you had never heard of him. Do we know where he's from? Is he from California or?
Don't know that either. You could look him up. BC12 is his number.
Yeah. Well.
I think Johnson's his last name.
Yeah. I was very sad to hear that. It's a scary accident.
Yeah. One of the guys that's down there told me he had some head injuries and the leg looks bad, but he's not dead. Rider's busted up pretty good.
Yeah. Well, the cockpit was totally, as you'd expect, totally crushed. It kind of reminded me of the Formula One accident where in the last race of the year last year, second to last race, car actually went through the guardrail. And,
Ooh.
A Formula One car has a, carbon fiber shell and with a halo over the pilot, similar to how my glider has those bars inside of the canopy.
Right.
Which really aren't as strong as what they do in Formula One, not even close. But regardless, that's a scary accident. And anytime I've been at the seniors, they've been very good, which I think is twice, maybe 3 times. They've been very good about keeping the cars behind.
Yeah, I don't understand how. I didn't understand the geometry of this, but struck me as being somewhat weird.
Well, if he really lost control, he might have gone into that paddock on the east side of the airfield in the middle, where cars.
Yeah, that's what I understand. Yeah, that's what I understand. He did go. It was in the trailer factory or the trailer farm there in the center of the field.
Right.
So I mean, if you do that, there's not much you can do about it in terms of. My guess is he's a new guy and they had a crosswind and he didn't handle it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
That's just a guess.
Of course, there's no blame. It's an accident.
But normally on straight. Yeah, it's just he couldn't. It's one of those things. Anytime the wing drops, you stand a good chance of losing control of it, and so he may have gotten a wing caught. Car was going to do that.
Right. What scares me about that is, I haven't had that happen where I've had to release yet, but I know that's coming, and I'm generally very prepared for it. I keep my hand on the release and all that. But it's a
Oh, yeah.
it's a judgment call as to when to get off. And I haven't had training in a long time to really understand when to get off, and with water in a 29, with water in, any of these modern 15 or 18 meter gliders, certainly the open class gliders, and now obviously a club class glider, even without water, that can happen. So I'd be interested. I mean, did he get a gust? Did a tow plane turning around near him, blow him off, or who knows? But I wish there'd be more description of it. And the culture in the U.S. is, to hide, behind it, and very rarely do we get a good full debrief on an accident. So
Yeah.
I personally would be interested in learning about that and a discussion on, was that something he could have saved? Did he hold on too long? What cues did he miss? When should he have released? When were the signs there?
Yeah.
Hopefully he's okay, and hopefully he's one of the rare pilots who, talk about it and, explain, hey, here's what happens, or here's what happened. So, first things first, I hope he's okay, and I hope he recovers and everything's good. And, I think he got banged up pretty bad, but I think he will be okay.
Yeah.
But
They medevaced him out.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not good. But I think they wanted to get an ambulance there, but they had some accident, and they made a pretty quick decision to get a helicopter there. So good for them.
Yeah.
I mean, any aircraft accident with head injuries and compound fractures, and that's one for the helicopter for sure.
Did you see the note? There are blue thermals.
Yeah. Hey, what's the key to move the Kotasa horizon up to the center?
0. No, not 0, but O.
Oh, thank you. Oh, I turned smoke on. That must be T. Yeah. Huh.
A lot of people up against the mountain.
Yeah, I see that. TKM's in a JS3.
Yeah.
Now, why am I not getting towed? So I've been sitting here at the front of the line, but no tow plane is coming, and they've got a bunch of gliders behind me.
They probably ran out of glider or tow planes. They'll come back and land.
Okay. It's almost like they delayed the launch. Well, there's 7 tow planes sitting here, and they're just pulling up and parking.
Somebody may have suspended it because there's only one piece of lift, and there's 12 gliders going for it. So.
There's a queue off the end of the runway, 50 miles.
Yeah. It'll be dry by the time you get there.
Yeah, it'd take me an hour to get there. Sounds like.
They need to raise the release height. This is stupid. Okay, they're getting up. So don't waste any time coming to it.
Yeah, I've been sitting here for 5 minutes at the front of the tow plane. At the front of the tow line. I'm going to disconnect and reconnect. I have to. All right, hangar, Venice 3, full of water, pretty far aft. Ate some nice noodle broccoli salad. Didn't have time to finish it before it came up here. I'm last. So you don't have to wait for me. I have a feeling this is going to be survival of the first to start.
Well, Tim Matson's behind you, so.
Oh, shit.
You got out, too.
Did he land out?
I think he just gave up and went back and get another tow. He can't make it back to the airport, so. If you don't figure out how to make this climb, you're done. I got a half a mind to get out and come back in.
Okay.
But I don't know if I have time.
There are a couple queue. Now I saw Rock try and go upwind. You could run down those mountains. You could go east, use the ridges, get up to the high mountains, then fly out to the turn point, then come back to the ridge, climb up on that. I mean, it's possible that you could just do all this without thermals. It's the wind. Wind's pretty light. What are you seeing for wind? Yeah, we came back in and they're still not towing. I might log out and go to TChin 3 or something.
Yeah, I may do the same thing if I can't get this thing started uphill.
All right, I'm going to go. I doubt it's going to be different. I mean, it should be the same task, but what it sounds like is that they have limited, the total number of toes. So in their task building setup, I think there's a ability to limit the toes. All right, I'll go to TChin 2. TChin 3 doesn't have anybody.
Let me know if you.
Yeah. Ooh, join
Is it
time.
still open?
No, join time elapsed on that one. I'll try 3. All right, I'm going into TChin 3. It says there's an hour 8 of join time. So we'll go hanger, JS3, settings.
I'm gonna come join you.
Yeah. And join the flight. Well, I think that you get tow planes for maybe the first 10 or 15 tows, and then they stop. So you should be able to get a tow in 3, and we could just fly it and see how we stack up. And the tow plane's coming out. Good news. Oh shit, I took a JS3. I took a JS3 by accident. That's okay.
Okay. We'll make it work.
Yeah. Habit.
Tim's in here with us.
Yeah.
The guy that's going to win this one's the guy that can stay up.
Yeah. It's only 15K a wind. I mean, that's like 8 knots. Those scratchy clouds, well, they're not quite running on the wind line, but there's clouds that are opposite the upper level cloud direction. And there's several little swirls of cloud and I'm wondering if there's shear somehow, and those are wave clouds, just very weak, dry air wave clouds.
Could be. There is some wave.
Yeah,
The trick is going to be to get up high enough to find it.
right. And you know,
That's why I think that in order to get home, you're going to have wave to get home, I think.
yeah.
A lot of people coming in here.
Mm-hmm. And you're going to get up, but eventually the tow planes are going to stop working again.
I'm up. I'm airborne.
Good.
Well, obviously not taking us to the mountain.
No. So now my question is, I think I got to go back to the big mountain.
Well, that's going to be a hard deal because you're no higher here than you were when they let us off close to the mountain.
Right.
If we don't find something en route, we're going to go back and land.
Right. There is wave, because I'm getting wind direction changes.
I'm going to go to this little ridge to the west of the airport.
Yeah.
See if I can get something off of that and get up.
Yeah, this is just slowly rising terrain over here. It's not really ridge.
No, it's you got to get to the brown stuff, the dark brown stuff, to make any good with it.
Yeah.
It's just that mountain is so old, it's just washed down, and so you got this very gradual slope, but it kills the lift.
Well, we'll do the best we can.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about dumping my water now.
I'm gonna find some strong lift. I'm gonna do the same thing. Might dump half first and then see what I get. But good news is you get here above the terrain. The bad news is the angle off is not much.
Right. Man, the air is perfectly still too.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is gonna be bloody.
Actually got 2 knots up here.
Guy died right next to me. TKM has found something out over the town. Or he's going back to the airport. I have enough altitude to make it back.
130.
What's your altitude, John?
1490. 15.
Same. I'm just working the first little nub and trying to get high enough to go to the steeper sections. What's your altitude, John? 1650.
Yep. 1550.
All right, we're doing the same. All right, I'm ready to make.
About 1 knot.
Yeah, same here. I'm a little closer to the line, but obviously I'm downwind. But I'm gonna survive here. But obviously I'm dry.
Oh, you dumped yours?
I dumped it all. I had no choice. I think this is survival. I mean, I'm flying along at stall speed, flap 5, just barely holding myself up, and 3 of the guys who have come over here have crashed. You know, they're probably trying to carry their water, and they're just so close to the ground. I'd rather take 800 points and finish than land out.
Yep.
Now, one good thing, though, is for me, is the left end of the starting line gets you back closer to the ridge quicker. You're going to have enough altitude to transition back to this side, or start it. You could start also and just drift downwind, but if we get up to 2,000 meters at the start with full energy, we'll be fine, especially full of water.
I'm at 1622.
Yeah, I just hit 3 meters. I'm at 17. If I can keep climbing here for another few minutes, I can go to the tall mountain, but I'm not there yet. Wind's increasing as I get higher on the mountain. It's up to 22 kph.
I got 21 here.
Yeah, I'm at 1750.
about 100 meters below you.
Yeah, but you're full of water.
I dumped half of it.
Okay. Have they opened the start yet?
No, they haven't even started the timer yet. Start in 1 minute.
There we go. Madsen went back and landed. Everybody's back here crashing, trying to figure out how I got up this high. What they don't know is that I dumped my water. I'm at 19.
Yeah. I'm trying to get out of the lee of these upwind mountains and see if I can do better over here.
Okay. Yep, leave it to the Ionia pilot. At home, to the Ionia pilot, at home in the week.
Oh, yeah.
Only 5K here. I got to go further back into the mountain to climb up, but I'm going to get full energy start here.
Pardon, I gotta make this phone call.
Yeah. Don't mind me.
Hello? Yes. Yes. You got it ready. All right. Excellent. I'll come by and pick it up. When? Yeah, maybe tomorrow. I'd like to talk to Alan for a couple of minutes if I could when I get there. Okay. Yeah, I'll give you a call later and we can maybe set something up. Excellent. Thank you, ma'am. My tax return is ready.
I heard. Good.
Yeah.
Bright and early. A month early. Good for you.
Yeah, I'll try and get it to him quick.
I'm at 2,043 meters up on the steeper part of the mountain now, so climbing better. Nobody has really been successful in getting up. I have a feeling they'll eventually get there, though, and then they'll be full of water and they'll whoop me, but I've taken the risk out of it. I don't think many people would have flown that low to the ground that far from the airport in real life. I love tasks like this, but in FAI scoring, you get no points when you're the only lucky guy who figures it out. But I'll take them. I actually love flying gliders when they're dry in contests.
Yeah. Don't rest my water.
Looks like HTJ is making it up in a DJ808. Nobody else has made it up in a JS3. I got about another 400 meters. I'm at 2250.
What's the max start?
2000.
2,000. Okay. Don't wait for me.
Where are you? What's your altitude?
I'm at 1630.
Okay.
I'm way the hell. I'm 14 kilometers away.
Yeah, I thought about going to those mountains you were going to, and when I heard your initial report, I was kicking myself. But,
You did good.
yeah. I think I'm going to whoop them. The fun part will be when I start. People will start cheering.
You first got to start, might just well win this thing.
Yeah. I'm going to fly through more of an optimum part of the day. 4 meters a second on the top of the mountain here.
Oh, is that right? Awesome.
Well, pulse.
Before you leave, I would suggest trying to find out where the
Wave is.
wave is.
Yeah.
Because I think that's the only way you're going to get back. Because you got to cross the mountain range to get home.
Yeah.
And it's a good 60, 70 kilometers.
Well, my goal for the first half of the task is just to use the mountains to stay on the top of the mountains. So start, probably come right back to the mountain, get up, and go. I mean, and definitely use these mountains on the way back south. Then, then get as high as you possibly can before you leave Mercury or whatever that second turn point is, and then I hope to get to Final Glide. I don't think I'm going to be able to get to Final Glide dry. That may end up being my Achilles heel.
Well, you're going to have to get, all you got to do is get to the other side of that mountain range.
Yeah. Then you get lift on the other side.
Yeah. We'll try another set of mountains here. I'm coming back toward the start, so it's. The MT started. All right. Maybe.
Yeah, I don't.
Maybe he just flew out of the.
I don't see
flew
any.
out of the back.
Yeah, I don't see anybody up at my altitude. I'm at 26 now.
We're beginning to see some clouds popping, but they're way to hell and gone.
Yeah, there's one sort of near me right now, but I don't need it, but it's interesting. So I'm to the top of this tall mountain over here. I'm at 2550, and I'm just going to try and get as high as I can so I can get a max energy start. I'm 8K from the line.
I'm 9K. I'm down to 1,500 meters again. But I think I'm going to be able to climb on this mountain. It's got a nice sharp edge to it.
Cool. HTJ got up with me. He's coming up the tall mountain. All right, I'm going to do one more lap, and then I should be pretty peaked, and then I'll go.
Where are you in relationship to the airport?
I am...
downstream, upwind, downwind?
I am exactly downwind 7.5 kilometers. Right on top of the tallest peak over here. So do you see... you see anybody? You see B54 SCR?
No, I don't see anybody.
Okay.
Using the start line is 12 o'clock.
Yes.
Where are you in relationship to that?
Well, 12 o'clock meaning the line is 3 and 9, and then the back is 12, and the open.
The course line out is 12 o'clock.
Okay, so if that's 12 o'clock, I'm at 9 o'clock, 7 miles, 7K.
7 miles. Okay. Beam the start line.
Yes, exactly. Beam the start line.
Okay. Gotcha.
So I'm gonna go out for my start now in about 2 minutes. I mean, I started at the lowest of the low hills and have worked all the way up it. And the only way I could do that was dry, because the lower hills were not strong enough to climb on, I think, wet. right, here we go.
Good luck.
Well, I haven't started yet. I'm just headed to the line.
Yeah.
That was wild. Ooh, rock is up at my altitude too. You see rock?
No.
Okay. So some people have made it up.
I'm back to the 5 o'clock position.
Okay.
I don't
TKM.
have enough out.
Yeah, I see you.
I don't have enough altitude to get there.
Yeah, so these guys are finding wave out there. S Beach is just south of the town. And he's saying he's got 3 meters there.
I don't know what his altitude is.
He looks like he's about 1,500 meters or so. He's right with TKM.
Out of range.
Yeah.
Up to 17 now.
Good job. Oh, these guys are circling in wave right here off the starting line. Yeah, so there's definitely wave out here in the valley.
Get a little more altitude and I'll head that way.
I mean, if these guys are full of water, it's a totally different task that I'm flying. But it looks like this high cloud over the valley is wave. Yep, I just hit it.
You're out in front of the start line, all right?
Yeah, I've already started. Yeah, so there's little 1, 2 knot, 3 knot thermals out here. Or it's wave. I can't really tell. Seems small like thermals, but
Somebody found 4. DGT.
Yeah, I don't see him. He's not in my view here. What's that?
Up to 18.
Good job. Yeah, I can't tell if these 4 guys are going away from me, but I think they are. I think they still kept their water, but it'll be fun. I should climb much better than they do. There's no use worrying about it now.
Nope. Just do the best you can with what you got.
Yeah, I think they're a little better glide ratio than I have. Oh, there's a climb ahead of me. Turkey and TT1. No cloud indicated yet, though. Believe it or not, there's only 3 pilots that haven't started yet. B-54, ZL7, and yourself. The Q are so high, it's almost irrelevant to go for a Q because they only last 3 or 4 minutes.
Yeah, I've got one near me, but I'm scared to go look for it. I don't think I'm going to find it.
So the game here looks like a lot of people just pushed all the way to the turn point and are turning and trying to make it back to the terrain. And I think with water, they're doing it I'm just not positive I could do it without water. Turkey is in the lead with 170. I haven't turned yet. I've got 187. Tim has 183. So he's gaining. He's definitely full of water. And or at least has some water, and he's gaining slowly on me. But he did stop and try a thermal right after the start, and that's why I'm faster. Yeah, I'm going to arrive at the turn point at about 350 meters without a lot of solid options.
Yeah, I hear that. Yeah.
Well, I've got a lot of markers out in front of me. That's good. I mean, it's 15 miles back there, 10, 15 miles to the mountains.
All right, you got that far.
Got a few points. I got a little tailwind on this leg, so I'm just going to slow down.
Rest in pieces.
Oh, let's see here. My little amoeba says I'm not going to make it to the mountains. So, oh, that's with an MC of point seven, even lower than I have dialed in on the computer in Condor.
I have found that XC Soar underestimates how far you can go.
Yeah, visually it doesn't look right. 270 meters high, less than 1,000 feet. Looks like TKM made it. Oh, I know why this thing is this way. It's got a stupid safety altitude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tomorrow morning's briefing will be hard for the task setters.
I doubt seriously he tested this thing.
Come on. I've flown through the desert here for 50 miles and haven't gotten a bump. Give me something.
Well, the good news is I made it to the big mountain. Bad news is I'm 16 kilometers away.
Oh, you went all the way to the downwind mountain?
I'm up into the green, or on the edge of the green.
Got it.
I got 1772.
Got it. Well, get a max energy start. That water's going to help.
I got rid of the water.
Oh, what I wouldn't do for 200 meters right now. Ooh, a little help here.
I haven't gotten to the big mountain yet, so.
I got a little bit of good air here. Oh, this is ugly. NBE's down. Rock is down. TKM's got a little bit more life in him. I'm 70 meters over over the ground. Oh. Little bit of a downhill gradient though. Turkey made it. He got up. He's up high in the mountains. Oh, TKM down. $38 meters. Putting a screenshot of my shadow in. 34 meters. I wonder if you can queue.
I don't think so. You tried.
I think B-54 queued. No. Oh. I might have 15 meters when I arrive here. It's a great way to get killed. But I'm going to try dynamic soaring off this little corner. I don't even have energy for a pull-up. Oh. I lived. I flew right into the bottom of the mountain. Like I made it.
Good survive.
I made it, literally barely made it to the mountain. But that was it. I was going 80 kph and had the stick all the way back. Oh, God. That was hilarious. There's TKM. Oh, 22 Alpha is going to go off to the races. DGT made it through here too. Tutu Alpha's giving up. He's not flying very efficiently right now. All right, John, that was fun, my friend. Good luck. Let me know how it goes.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm up to 2,000 already.
Good for you. Yeah, I mean, so far, almost half are gone. I think more than that are gone. I thought I had it. I thought I had a great advantage. Turned out I did not. I did not have to dump my water, supposedly. All right, John.
But
You take care.
see you
Good.
next time.
Yeah. Good luck. That was fun. I think with some of the foresight that we're giving you, maybe you can just take a climb if you can on that first leg. Take 500 meters at least, and then come back to the terrain, and you should be able to finish. I think you'll be able to piece it together.
We'll give it a shot.
All right. Good luck.
Take care.
See ya.